Hey guys, Kev here, and I have an interesting one to do a first impressions on. This guy here is the TwoSun TS262 in M390 and carbon fiber, of course. It's a liner lock with titanium I don't know about the hardware, but titanium backspacer and clip. I don't know if it's a titanium liner lock either. Looks to be steel, but I've been wrong before. Pretty damn good closing action. It is a Tepe design. Again, in M390. Can you see it? M390 Tepe 048. So I had to do some research here because I was going to go in blind like I usually do, but I still don't know the name of this knife, and it's kind of hard to do a first impressions if you don't know the name of the knife. So I had to Google, and Googling Tepe and TwoSun, there's a lot of options, and it was kind of hard to find, actually. I tried searching 048. I think this is numbered, because that got me nowhere. I tried TS048, TS, whatever. But this is, I guess, a newish one, 262. They're in the low 300s right now, I think. I wish they would just name their knives, but I don't know. They come out with so damn many that I guess they just don't want to do that. So, first impressions. It is a kind of fugly looking guy, right? Not my style, really, in terms of the blade there. Yeah, I don't know. I like holes for deployment, and I like carbon fiber, and I like titanium, and I like M390. But you got to put it together in a kind of cool way, right? And it is, it's cool, but it's not as cool as, I don't know. Like, I wouldn't pick it up myself, I guess is what I'm saying. But it is a cool design. I do feel like there's just, like, a small amount of blade for this huge handle somehow. And I know part of that is the blade design, because the tip goes down like that. It has to have the room for that tip, and then it looks off. But if you find out where that tip is, there's a little bit of room, like a 1/4 inch of handle left over. And then depending on where the pivot was placed in relation to that, it can just make it look like blade to handle ratio is a bit off, right? Ergonomics, you can grip it back here. This is supremely comfortable. This is a hand melter right here, guys. It's thick, not super thick, but it's thick. And it just fits perfectly. No jimping right here. I guess there is right here from the front flipper, but you don't even feel that really. It's kind of flush with the scale there. And then you could choke up into this choil right here. And this is okay. The way this hump works, I wish they had kind of rounded this off or something. I don't know how that would affect the rest of the knife, but it doesn't look like it would have. If they had just kind of crescented that off to go around, to kind of make it a full choil, it would have been great, because this doesn't really feel like a choil. You're kind of pulling back on that, which is okay, like I said. But I kind of get caught, like, where to put my middle finger, and I don't know. It's comfortable. It's just not as comfortable as this is. This is freaking amazingly comfortable. What else? It looks like a freaking toucan up here. Okay, so let's get to the action. I got some nitpicks here, but also some positives. So the spine is like, it feels like it's kind of crowned. I don't think it is. It might be crowned. It feels really good either way, right? If you use the front flipper and give it a good smack, it really rockets out of there, and it makes that sound that locks up, and it just sounds cool, right? I like that a lot. You cannot get on top of it and do like a Bic lighter flick like a Pena, but that sounds good. The D10 is light, guys, so you can shake it out real easy. And if I try to do my pressure test, pressure, it locks up, but the only reason it's doing that is because it's so fucking smooth on that pivot that it's getting enough to go out. I know that sounds like a cop-out, but see there, if I do it vertically, it's not going to have the juice to do it. But if you do it like on the side, it just has, it's on a plane level, so it's just going to, because it's so smooth, which is that's a positive, right? This is really smooth. There's very little resistance in that pivot, right? So as long as you just get it and rip it, like, you know what I mean? And that's with a lot of knives these days. You just gotta grip it and rip it, and you're fine. It shoots out every time. It locks up every time. So that's a preference thing on the detent. I just wish it was a little stronger. Thumb flick works really well. Right-handed, all the same stuff works really well. So it's definitely a fidgety knife. One thing I really do not like is the detent ball ramp. And I don't know if I've ever said this, but it's too smooth. Like, it's just too smooth. Like, if you don't go past that point right there, you are going to end up here, and then you're going to have this wiggle waggle, and it's going to want to lock back up. It's just too good. It's too smooth in the pivot, and that detent ball ramp, it just feels weird to say it, but it does. It's just too good. Now, if you're right-handed, you're not going to have any of those issues. You're going to break it, it's going to drop, and then you're going to drop it, right? It's a light enough blade that it's not really chopping your finger off, and then it literally just drops shut. It's very smooth. Centering, as far as I can tell, in that hole down there, it looks fantastic. It's a cool knife, guys. It really is a cool knife. Definitely one of the better TwoSuns I've tried. I did order one, actually, from Amazon that I couldn't find anywhere else, that I saw somebody, I think OCD for EDC is the one who sent me this, which I should have started with that. I'm sorry. This is a loaner from OCD for EDC, Justin. Thank you, brother. Sorry, I'm just doing a slew of videos in it. I just didn't say that right away. And he thought I would like this. And he does have that other one I'm talking about. I think it's called the TS262, but that might be the button lock. It's kind of, it's a liner lock. It's smaller. It has a hole. And it's kind of thick. It's a little smaller one. Anyway, somebody showed me that when it comes in my Carta and carbon fiber, and I found it on Amazon for like 90 bucks, so I ordered one. It'll get here eventually. So I'm kind of excited for that. We'll see. But yeah, this is a really good one, especially for a lefty being a liner lock. And the materials you get and the action you get for what is probably $100, even $120, $130, whatever, is fantastic. It really is. TwoSun does a great job with fit and finish, build quality, all that stuff. They actually do a really good job with their satin grinds, with their heat treat on the M390. Let's cut something. So, feels like it has a really good edge on it. Yep. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah, get it. Eat it. Eat it, TS262. Sorry, I had to look that up. Oh, yeah, dude. This thing is a cutter right here. Look at that Warney. That's something I should have mentioned as well. That Warren Cliff is just money when it comes to cutting, opening packages, cutting fruit, anything really that you're going to be slicing with like that. It's just cardboard. Just really, really good stuff on this blade. So, yeah, I'm impressed. I just wish that damn freaking detent ball ramp wasn't that good, or the action wasn't that good. I don't know. It's just kind of wobbly up here. Man, I wish the detent was stronger, you know? But the trade-off would be I'd have not so drop shut action. So, you know, it kind of give and take here. I think most people would be extremely happy with the way this is. So, thank you to Justin from OCD for EDC for picking this one out to send me. I really appreciate that, brother. And I love you guys. I hope you have a fantastic day. I'll follow up with the full review on this guy, and I will catch you later.